left-hand side, but they have to... Left-hand? That's definitely a word. But it will. They will have to try and find these routes through the Titan defense, which has not let up for the last 5 minutes, Blank.
It's quite the intense engagement on this southwest side. A load of these teams trying to make their way through, but Titan remains at the top of their game at the moment, not allowing any teams to push through this area. Reyes looks for a little bit more, but Teak and Puncher both moving forward to eliminate the final players. Ayala with the DBS, can't quite find the second, but it looks so good. Now Reyes has a big task on his hands.
He's done so much for the team, but it is not to be. They might strike like lightning, but Kronos sits on the throne ahead of them. Now Titan need to move forwards.
Sky from Buram, again, making their way quite far into this game, but only 2 remaining and 1 elimination. DRS have to move down. S2G, in the meantime, made their crossing out in towards the open ground on the field. And Titan looks like they will be the final winner over in this gauntlet towards the southwest side of the map. That was a nice shot as well. Just keeping I8 at bay.
Just letting them know, you know. And this is a great result for Titan, right? To get this deep into the game, to have held out powerful teams on the southwest side after an early L in the first game. It's a good little return to confidence as well for them. Keeping themselves up at 4 could be crucial, but they do have to figure out where to go from here on out. Aegon X I8 will be taking heavy punishment from Buradam across the way, but everybody's going to have to move. Nigma Galaxy have just been holding out on the inside for so long. 2 eliminations, but they've stopped people moving to these buildings.
It's been a rough time. Buram with only 2 players, though. I think taking the fight towards I8 is somewhat bold, somewhat dangerous, but I respect it. And if Buram want to get any further, they will have to make something happen. But that is a disgusting nade that gets sent over the top and will send Buram home.
Happens, you know? Unfortunate. Buram take the dip there. Titan and S2G, the only 2 teams with 4 players remaining. Teak healing up, mounting up. S2G already in the circle for the next, but they're playing out in the shack. DRS might be able to spot it with their last player killer.
Nigma Galaxy kept this cool, calm, collected throughout the entirety of the game. I liked the timing in which Ralph moved down from the mountainside as well. We talked about it literally 10 seconds before he made that movement, so getting back to the team was very important there for them. MTech out in the blue. This is most likely the end for them as they try and swerve their way into the circle. Already Chickens out the back. There's only 1 remaining in Tarman.
Trying to get across, but Tarman's time is ticking away and will reach its end. MTech's Storm will fall. No further into this game. Influence Chairman still alive, still keeping that tally up. Of course, they had a really nice little buffer lead at the start, so getting top 5 again in this second game is an excellent conversion into those overall standings for Group Red. Modi not quite landing the shots.
S2G still at 4 players though. So far could be another good result for S2G. Yes, they didn't get the latest of endings over on Erangel, but they certainly got themselves a fair amount of elimination points total. Puncher also takes a huge amount of damage. Great spot for Hamodi here. I mean, he has sightlines absolutely everywhere. And with that little lip at the top of the wall, gives him so much cover to play around with. S2G with 8 eliminations after they had that massively good barricade they'd set up. Basically playing the guardsman of Miramar so far in the match. Influence Champion's still going as well, John, like you said.
Little boy sneaking around out in the field. They've been playing it for a while. Very familiar with it now. Big Galaxy, 3 players. In a very central position. They have control of the longhouse. Very useful. Will be difficult to try and push on towards S2G. Sure, they have 4. Titan, sure, they have 4, but getting in here is really tricky. There's a lot of open ground.
Yeah, 8 eliminations for them anyway. Still a good result. I8 have been struggling, bleeding and bruised. S2G in a similar problematic situation. Damn good shots coming through from Hamodi. Obviously holding on the high ground there, supported by the rest of his team. We're able to get a huge amount of damage over towards S2G, which were the biggest problem for Nigma Galaxy going forward.
Crazy last player for S2G now. Little boy's been crawling, pinches a point. Nice one. Adds to the tally. 5 eliminations for Influence Chairman. Top 5, top 4 as Ray Z goes down.
RBS2G out. What a good spot from them, but unable to capitalize. Titan at 4 players. This is a team that we thought would have difficulty getting in towards this match. Little boy can still cause a bit of a problem for them. Still looking over towards his way. We'll go for the first aid kit here. Understand that he might need to move a little bit further in.
Nade from Lil Boy. Doesn't find too much there. Has to crawl out in the open now. Puncher, broadside. Titan do know that he's there. Put him down. 5 eliminations for Influence Chairman. 4th place. A good result to convert, as we were saying before. Enigma Galaxy 3. Aegon I8 3. Titan 4 on the outside.
This is a good play from Enigma Galaxy. Get themselves set up on the opposite side of the building of I8 to try and isolate some of these fights. They don't want to have a third party coming through, but it is Six who finds himself a nice little angle over on the western edge of that building. Picks up at least 1, and now Enigma Galaxy down to 2 with no hope in hell in getting that player back up on his feet. 5 nades here from Hamodi. He's been waiting for this push the entire game, and now these nades absolutely have to count. Get a lot of damage done there, and there's actually a play zone knock there for I8 on that side.
Went flushed out by Teak for Titan. 10 double-digit elims already. Unstoppable flashes on the screen for Titan. 3 players active and fighting, but Enigma Galaxy start to strike. 1 player downer for Enigma Galaxy, but Hamodi still has this high ground position. Max are really struggling to get those shots back in. Nades over the top, and he is felled. Titan with 2 on the outside, looking for 1 res. Aegon I8 want the nade over the top to try and pinch away some of those points as well, but Puncher will be knocked again, re-knocked, as Freak has the undershots.
It's the last nade coming through from Hamodi, and will pick up the final players there from Titan. I8 not able to find much of their own. Hamodi currently putting on an absolute performance for us here in the PMGC on Miramar. Puncher so very low, looking for maybe some more medical assistance on his side. Freak goes down, leaving Hamodi all on his lonesome. It's a 1v1v1, and Puncher finds at least 1 of them.
But the meds are running dry, and it's another shot over towards the roof side. And from the outskirts, it's Titan to stay alive to the very end. They held everyone out on the southwest edge, and they will continue to roll through those.